Okay, so I'm Grasswalker. Hello, welcome back to Magic Arena. It's been a while since I've done anything on this. We'll get a whole bunch of stuff, regardless of how badly this goes. So there's the brand new Arena Cube draft, and a cube is one way to really test your drafting chops, because it's usually a format you're not familiar with. It's something that no one can write a guide for. Every cube is different. I believe this cube has every card that's in Magic Arena, and has guaranteed high rarity stuff, and it's also a ghost draft. You're not keeping any of the cards you're getting, which sucks for a collector like myself, but it's great for a drafting environment because nobody's rare drafting or finishing collections or thinking about, man, what would I like to own? Usually in limited formats, I don't enjoy playing red because it's a bit too aggressive for my control style, or generally white isn't great for me. So I'm looking at this pack, and there's Eugen is a bomb in any color. I know that much. There's Liliana, bomb in black. So I'm tempted to take the Eugen here because it fits strongly into anything. I've played constructed decks where I've just thrown a Eugen in for fun. So I think I'm actually happy to take that. Gitrog Monster is also really, really good. There's such good stuff.
Curiosity and wonder drive civilization, not petty war.
Okay, we're going to get all the voice lines, probably. Ranger of Eos can be really strong. There's a lot of power 1-drops in this format. Rakdos the Showstopper is okay, but I don't think it's quite as good as the 4.5 is making out to be. Obviously, that's in its own limited format, not in the cube format. But it is decent, and there's not anything else here that leaps out to me as world-ending. There's no end of bombs, really, as options. The Outcast is pretty decent, actually. I hate red so much, though. I don't think we want a big bomb. I don't think we want to draft big 6-drops. You're going to have no end of offerings of those. Ranger of Eos is probably the card I enjoy the most here. Picking out 1-drops, draw 2 cards, 4 mana 3/2, good value. A Crowan Veteran. When it attacks untap creature, it becomes a 4/4 till the end of the turn. It's okay. Domri's pretty strong. Kogler is excellent. It's pretty deep in green, though. Nylea, I mean, she's okay, but I'm not sure if she's gonna blow people out of the water. Kogler could really throw some stuff out. I know Domri, that's kind of putting me in 3 colors then. March of the Multitudes is also pretty good. Nylea's probably the safe pick here, because it's just a decent green card. I'm probably happy to go into green. Top 2 cards in the grave, put a creature in your graveyard to the hand. And you cast enchantment, draw a card. Now that could be very strong. We already have 1 enchantment. Not that that's the end of the world there. Something's going on with the cat, but I don't know what. I think maybe let's go into an enchantment build with the Enchanter's Presence. Ulamog's huge. I'm happy to pick him up. Captain Sisay, search for a legendary card. We have 2. Playing a legendary tutor type thing, I'm gonna have to let the cat out after this pick. I selected it, so get out then. I thought you were asleep. Alright. Cat tended to, 30 seconds to spare. Oh, hair everywhere. Quarantine. When will the barbershops open once again? I still think Sisay is the correct pick here. Oh, the board wipe's looking good, though. It just tutors up legends. We have 2 of those already. The cube will be full of them. And I don't really see it coming all the way back around of the table. Okay, Settle the Wreckage is world-ending. Idyllic tutor for an enchantment-themed deck as well. I think Settle the Wreckage is something no one's going to see coming. And it's going to be big. A one-sided board wipe, it leaves them with a bunch of lands. It makes their draws better because they're not risking drawing lands anymore. But, wow. I like what we've got. We've got green-white, maybe an enchantment theme. We need some 1-drops for Ranger of Eos, probably. And there's the opportunity to take a third colour if we want to. We're not forced to. We have the ability with Sisay to tutor Nylea and Eugen. Nylea works with the Enchantress presence. Alright, what do we got here? Alright, he gets creatures worth 1 or less. So that doesn't work with Legion's Landing, but Legion's Landing is good. Knight of Grace is decent. Could be worth picking up. There's no way you're drafting enough lands for Field of the Dead. An enchantment, reveal a land. Okay, Constellation could be good. Legion's Landing actually works quite nicely with the presence. But we don't have any 2-drops or early plays. Oh, I kind of like Legion's Landing a bit more than the Knight of Grace, though. I think we'll pick that. I think I'm okay with that. Daxos, legendary enchantment creature. White synergies. Shepherd of the Flock. It can protect one of our permanents. People won't see that coming. Jace came around late as he would. He's triple blue symbols. Zagoth Triome isn't really our colours. So choosing between Daxos and Shepherd of the Flock. I feel like the Shepherd of the Flock is just a little bit better here. I'm not sure if we want double white symbols. A 2-mana 2/2 that gains life doesn't feel as good as a 2-mana 3/1 that can protect our permanents and it has like 2 modes. That just dodges removal straight up. There's gonna be good removal. Oh, Gitrog Monster came back around. Starfield Mystic though, if we're going enchantment themed, I would love to splash into the Gitrog Monster. Enchantments cost 1 less. Enchantment put into a graveyard, put a 1/1 counter on it. I don't think it's actually that good. I think the Gitrog is better. I think that's a game-ending card. I'm torn. Yeah, I'm taking the Gitrog. If we end up in black, that's fine. Pegasus could be something we tutor up with the Ranger of Eos, and it's a 1-mana 2/1. It flies, like, it is decent. And the only other thing in our colours is Timuret Calls the Dead, but I'm not super keen on that. I don't really want to self-mill either. I want my stuff in my deck for Sisay to tutor it. Also, we're going to be drawing possibly a bunch of cards with the presence. Blood Feast, War Veteran. We might be on the War Veteran here. Sack 2 creatures, return a creature from the graveyard. We don't have something huge to resurrect yet. We're not in blue, so the white card is what we'll pick. Ascend. I think the Cycling Thicket is better here. A Drill Master, 2-mana 2/1. Relentless Pursuit is a little bit better than that, I think. Neither of these go for us, but we'll take the card that's more bomby. Oh wow, the Wanderer with Constellation came all the way back around. Okay, wow, it's a big one. Mechagodzilla could be huge. I mean, it's a great 3-drop. Vivian is also huge. We're still in 2 colours. She might come back around because triple green isn't something people are going to be happy to pick. We don't actually have any removal at the minute. Get out of it, fly. I missed. Thankfully there's no white cards in here, just a mace, but I don't think I want the mace. And again, it is kind of bomby. I think we just want the Mechagodzilla. We'll just let it grow. Safara, she's pretty cool. We don't really have any flyers, but she's still good. This could be all of our colours. That'll come around if we need it, though. Mortify could be our removal. Removal is always at a premium. Vraska could also be our removal. Removal is just always at a premium. Do I want Modify or Vraskas? I think because we don't have any targeted removal at the minute, I think I'd rather have Modify, which pushes us further into black. Harmonious Archon. That could be humongous. So could the Seraph of Scales, really. And Maelstrom Pulse. That's huge. I like the Archon most here, but it's kind of a bomby 6-drop compared to just clean removal. I think we'll win more games with clean removal than the Archon. And the Archon might even come around. People aren't going to have multiples of stuff, though, as well. I think the Archon will take. Thalia's really, really good. Among legendary creatures and planeswalkers. I don't think we have enough legendary creatures and planeswalkers for Mox Amber to be good yet. Cast Down is pretty decent. I'm feeling Thalia more than I am Cast Down, though. Even though I just made that whole statement about picking up removal. We have so much stuff to tutor with Sisse. I'm not sure if we're still on like an enchantment theme or not. Not particularly. It's not like we don't have enchantments, but I'm not sure if we'll be main decking the Enchantress's Presence. It is just enchantments. Omen of the Hunt could be good here. Temple of Plenty's in our colours. I mean, what's the enchantment theme? Searches you up a land, it can scry. I'm happy with it. I'm not super happy with it, but it's playable. Green, white, possibly a tiny splash of black is what we're looking at so far. A couple more board wipes would have been nice. We were offered a board wipe early in pack 1. Probably should have taken it. Shalai is really good. I think that's just the straight pick. There's 4 lands in here, a red card, a blue card. Cauldron Familiar is useless. We don't have an elf synergy. Omen of the Sun's okay, but I mean, Shalai is a huge white bomb to be passed out this early. It shows that we're at least one of the few white drafters at the table for that to have passed through 5 people. Or 4 people, rather. We have the green other side. Yeah, here's more white stuff. Tashar, when you cast a historic spell, return a creature card worth 3 or less. Historic artifacts, legendaries. We have artifacts, we have legendaries, so Tashar is very good here. And we don't have the triple white for Penalish Marshal, unless we cut black or something. And I think we just pick up Tashar, that's huge for us. Alseed fits kind of everything, it protects us, it's an enchantment, it's got lifelink. Devotion to White's okay, but I think Alseed's the huge one here. If you get that with the presence, it just cycles. Again, dodges removal, similar to Shepherd of the Flock. Just not sure if we have anything good enough to protect yet. The mace came all the way around. Raise the alarms here. We could play the mace and then just protect whatever we get. +1/+1 for each charge and vigilance. When a creature enters, it gets. I mean, raise the alarm's good. Raise the alarm, probably the better pick there, but I like the idea that mace makes anything a threat. Indartha Triumph is all 3 of our colours. And although the sword is nice, red is also wide open. It's all 3 of our colours. Perfect. Maelstrom Pulse came around. Wow. Next level play to left the Maelstrom Pulse. So that must mean nobody at the table's in green-black for that to come around. 3 mana, destroy a non-land permanent. Possibly the chance to host multiples, like tokens. All the tokens have the same name. I'm liking our draft, but whenever I like a draft, I go 0-3, so maybe I shouldn't like it so much. Mox Amber might actually be good enough here. I have, like, 7 or 8 legendary creatures. Cruel Celebrant is decent in our colours, but it's more of a colour screwer. Don't have any planeswalkers yet. Reclamation is not getting played, but who knows. Omen of the Sun came around, I'm happy to have that. It's kind of like Raise the Alarm that we left, just 1 more expensive. One more expensive with flash, gains 2 life, scries. God's Willing came final pick. Wow. Okay. More tough choices. Fauna Shaman is pretty much the best card in the cube, I think. Because you toss stuff you don't want and then get any creature you want from the deck. Benali is decent, but if nobody's in white, that should come back around. So I'll pick up the Fauna Shaman. What do we got now? Arboreal Graze is okay. Prey Upon's decent. Charming Prince might come all the way around, probably not. Siege Gang Commander's very good. D-Spark, targeted removal, it's in our colours. We only have like 3 black symbols in the deck though. If all of our removals on black symbols. We could take the Knight as another 1-drop to tutor with the Ranger. Could take D-Spark. I think we'll take the Knight. Not only is it good early game, it's good mid-late game, and we can tutor for it. Ziggurat to cast creatures. I pretty much only have creatures. I don't want to fall too far behind though. Zatalpa might come back around. That's definitely a bomb and a half for the late game. Steel Overseer is okay, but I don't have artifact creatures, just the 1. Midnight Reaper's okay, Elvish Reclaimer's okay, Transformation's removal. Am I picking up land here? Am I picking up a Midnight Reaper? The Freeboot is also good. The Chapel is also color fixing. I think we're going to take the Chapel. Steel Overseer, Chapel. Just, if in doubt, take a land. Liliana's Contract. Draw 4, lose 4 life. If you control 4 demons, you win the game. That's probably going to kill us as a control deck. This is much worse for me. Spell that targets a creature you control, draw a card. I've got a couple of those. It's an enchantment. I'm not that keen on it, though. Maybe Venerable Knight. I don't really like any of this stuff. I think just Venerable Knight and just be sad about it. Circle of Loyalty costs 1 less for each knight. Knights get +1/1. Because the legendary get a 2/2 knight. That could be huge. Archon of Sun's Grace is also huge. Circle is more hassle. I think the Archon kind of plays itself. Ram Through is good here, but I think the Archon is best. Castle Ardenvale's huge here, as is the Ardenvale Tactician. A couple of Ardenvale picks here. I can see the castle coming back around if white's empty. I don't think anyone's going to be happy to pick a land that's not in their colours. Depends what's going on with the other white players at the table. Blue looks open in this pack, actually. Golos is decent. The Caryatid could be huge. I think I'd rather have the Caryatid and just ramp into my own game plan than mess around with the Golos. I don't see anything else in here. Now we just have to see if some of those good white cards come back around, because we left some in the pool deliberately hoping they would cycle back around, but you never know. Skymarch Aspirant. Pacifism's good. Or non-landic. I mean, I'm practically just running legendaries. 5+ legendary permanents, it can be awesome. I'm basically only running legendaries. That's going to be huge. If we can land that when we have a couple of legends on the field. Just have to hope the white stuff comes back around. Or Golgari stuff. We've got like a 13th pick Maelstrom Pulse or something, so Golgari's definitely open. Nobody passes that card up. Pass to me. Give me the next pack and something to talk about, because filling dead air is hard. A lot harder than you might expect. If you're watching this at home and you're like, feeling dead air can't be that hard, just go in a room by yourself and just talk for 10 minutes. One or more tokens, get a 4/4 angel. We don't really have much for that. The sprouting renewal's nice, it's very flexible. There's probably artifacts and enchantments we want to get rid of, and it might just be a 1 mana 2/2. Cast enchantment, get a 4/4 angel. That could be horrifically bad or good. We're passing up removal in Prey Upon for it if we do. I don't think so. A 5-drop that does nothing by itself. I can't pick that over Prey Upon. Zatalpa came around. That's our finisher, I guess. Cast Zatalpa, then put the mace on it. Or just cast Zatalpa and win. It's another legend. Cisse is going to be doing work for us, tutoring pretty much the entire deck. She can even tutor our board wipe. I mean, Season of Growth is here. I'm not going to pick Giant Growth, I don't feel. Oh, wow. It did come all the way around. Take Vengeance is okay, but that's another legendary finisher. These are both hopeless for us, so we'll just take the Cutthroat, weaken someone else's deck. Sky Terror is unplayable for us. It's too deep in Boros. We're not going to splash red for that. So we got some interesting stuff if we just begin cutting the stuff that definitely isn't going to get played, that's just not even in our colours. Leaves us with this pile. And then we need 16 cuts from here, which is going to be tough, but I'm sure there's just some stuff that's kind of trash that needs to get gone immediately. So maybe Omen of the Sun isn't good enough to make the cut. Maybe we don't have enough enchantments for Enchantress's Presence. We do have 8 though. It feels like it should be enough. We're going to have to cut some of these 4-drops out. Wilderness Reclamation does nothing for us. We only have 3 instants and 1 enchantment with Flash. But I will handle the deck construction on my end, and in the next video you'll get to see how well or how poorly I do in the cube. Thank you guys for joining me. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.